Hi there, and I am Aaron, and tonight in the Cult of Cinema, we are talking about some new announcements. But first off, let there be light. Maybe NWO, though although I was more of an NWO guy, I gotta say, I kind of dug the whole DX thing. It helped me get back into wrestling. To be honest with you, it's kind of off topic right now, but one of my friends, or maybe not my friends, I'm not quite sure, said you should really start watching wrestling again. There's these characters that remind me of you, and I don't think they meant it in a polite way. And he said you got to check out Shawn Michaels and and those guys. So yeah, that is kind of what I was into, because when I was in college, although it may not come off here, I was a bit of a cocky guy. It probably does come off here. I do apologize. Anyway, I am Aaron, and tonight we are talking about In the Cult of Cinema. Hey there, Dustin. Hey there, Kyle. Hey, Michael. Welcome, man. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Jacob. The Jays. We got the Jays there. Hey there, Griff. Hey there, Matt. Hey, Dustin. Yeah, the beard is getting out there. I thought about trimming it, and then I was like combing it out today, and I'm like, yeah, not yet. I kind of want to get. I'm getting all big. Hey there, Juggernaut. I'm getting all big Mick Foley-ish on you guys right now, which is, I'm at that kind of Mick Foley-ish age, so that's okay. That's kind of cool. So let me put it up on the screen here, because we're going to be looking at the Scream Factory and Shout Factory announcements that happened today, and I gotta say, for the first time in a long time, I haven't been really been keeping up with a lot of the Shout Factory, Scream Factory stuff. It's been, aside from like the Friday 13th set, it's been kind of iffy for me in the last year or so. But I'll tell you this right now. There's some titles that they announced today I'm excited about. Hey there, Kobe fan. Hey there, Jason. As always, as you come in here, I guess I got to start with the YouTube thing. There is a donation link down below. Feel free to help out the channel. You have helped the channel in a way. I actually have a light now, and with the big sale coming up, I am trying to get to the level of Aaron's going to get the halfway subscription list, and hey there, Richard, and then we are going to all reap the benefits of those releases, and as we talk about them on here. So every little bit helps. And we're going. Come on. Here we are. Here is us. Here we be. Hi, Sven. We're going to be talking about Scream Factory stuff. We're going to look at the releases. There were Shout Factory releases as well, Shout Select releases. And that kind of surprised me. There's one that I kind of find kind of icky. And there's others that I'm kind of cool with. Tonight I'm wearing my Vision and Scarlet Witch issue 4 one. My head is cut off. There you go. You're not going to see me very long anyway, just so you know, because we're going to dive into those releases. We're going to talk about what's going on, and we are going to hopefully be excited about some of this stuff. So I'm guessing some of you guys know about this stuff. I may have to go for a second to grab my tea. I actually got the kettle boiling, but I did not want to stop the video and just have you guys waiting after I tweeted it out. I wanted to get the video started. So without any further ado, let's dive right in and see some of these releases that Scream Factory, Shout Factory announced, and see why I am so excited. Yes, Mr. Screen Rant, Mr. Rich Guy, you are subscribed. That's what I'm working towards. That's why donation link down below. Please make sure that's something that you avail of sometime before May. Well, not some people. So we're going to look at this right now, and boo. All right, so let us dive into these releases, because there's some pretty sexy releases here. Some here that are going to make you just things that make you go, ooh. All right. Well, let's get to the new stuff, new and upcoming releases. So where do we start? We're going to start back here. All right. So first off, guys, let's start with this one right here. Is the House of Wax. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am a huge fan of this movie. I actually kind of dig Paris Hilton because as somebody that is trained in the world of public relations, you would think I would be better at publicly relating myself, but I'm better with other people. I extremely admire what Paris Hilton's done. She has been pretty genius with her stuff and her persona. So you get an exclusive 18 by 24 rolled poster. Hey there, Kay. If you get it from here, I'm going to be honest with you. This artwork is not good. Not in my opinion. What do you think, guys? Do you like this art? I like the classic artwork for this film. Oh, you never seen House of Wax? It actually has some great kills in it. Paris Hilton's kill. If you don't like Paris Hilton, by the way, yeah, you're gonna love this kill. If you just like really good kills, also really good kill. Hey there, John. Welcome, man. I like this one. It's fine as right. I mean, like artwork wise, man. I have the original artwork for this movie. I will grab it actually in a second because I got it, Michael. But I got it in a sexy steelbook from the UK. So you can get all excited over that one. But I will get this for I'm guessing new features, which have not been announced yet. But I'm sure that this is a collector's edition. It is going to be. Yeah, everybody. I can't see anybody that's not going to flip that cover. This is one of those times where you can be like, maybe you can keep the slipcover. Maybe I don't need the slipcover this time, unless it's a reversible slipcover. Or what they should have done when they looked at, I gotta look at this again. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. Nope. So what they should have done was said, you know what? 2 slipcovers. Pay now, features later. I'm waiting on some, man. I want these. These are not pre-orders for me, though. These are like, well, it's coming out in July. Maybe I'll pre-order some from Amazon, but I don't need the posters. I don't have the room for the posters. Bloody hell. I do not have the room for these posters, man. I got enough posters in my house now, and moving to Morocco, it's going to be... Not sure how my condo is going to deal with it. So next up is a Shout Select release. We're going to go all over the place with these. And this is a big one for like kids of the 90s, 2000s. I can't remember this one came out. I was older, but it is Little Big League. So if you are a fan of this movie, it's coming out through Shout Select. It's actually a pretty inexpensive one. Again, features are not known as of yet. But apparently Roger Ebert compared it to Field of Dreams and Bull Durham. And okay, good movie. I'm not sure if I'm going to compare it to Field of Dreams, but all right, we'll go with that. Well, we got to go through all the announcements, Ken. Are you saying you're not getting the Bull Durham of kids' movies? All right, Fire. What the hell is Fire? Let's check this out. What is this thing? Fire. Some fires can't be tamed. All right. Don't know. But okay, it's a Russian film. Sell the posters to make some extra money from the collectors. Good idea. If you got the bones to do it. For me, I would make any extra money because I'd have to pay for shipping. It'd be a mess. It will be anarchy. Anarchy for me, I'll tell you. Anarchy. Of course, the pianist is there as well. This is perfect for interactive hope. So, 8-legged freaks. So, am I going to get 8-legged freaks? No, Aaron is not going to get 8-legged freaks. Just watch one of the best straight Eyes of Fire. I don't remember it actually. I'll check it out afterwards. Can't see if I have. Because a lot of times I don't remember the titles of films until I actually turn them on and start watching them. And then, oh, it's that film. But I am an arachnophobe, so you see this one here. This is for those fans of Eight-Legged Freaks. Fantastic. For me, it's a skip. It is a skip. Now we get into one that I do kind of dig. And this is why I normally order these from Amazon for the exact reason that Michael said. And that is they get a lot cheaper at Amazon than they are here. Because I don't need the posters. Hey there, Nightwatch. Nightwatch, by the way, if you're not checking out Nightwatch videos, he does great stuff. He did a really good video tonight on one of my favorite underrated kind of thriller slasher hybrid films, the original Toolbox Murders with Cameron Mitchell and Wesley Uri. And actually in a very big scene, I guess she's an adult actress, Kelly Nichols, under her real name. I didn't like a Serbian film, Dave, to be honest with you. If they would have leaned into the exploitation part of the Serbian film and said, okay, this is what this is, and not said, okay, this is not really exploitation. This is a political allegory. I didn't buy it from the director. Maybe it was. I just personally didn't buy it from the directors. You're driving at the wall, kitty cat. You know you're doing that. You're like, just tapping that there. Oh, my God. Can you stop the tapping? Heather William. So A Stranger's Watching is one that I really, really like. So this is one that I do consider like a true classic. I'm much along the lines of Ken with this one here. We got Kate Mulgrew, a really good role by Rip Torn, directed by Sean Cunningham and Sean S. Cunningham, to say it right. Did you watch Cruel Jaws? Cruel Jaws is fun. I was glad to be in there. I'll definitely be back next week. Night Watch he's doing like kind of a slasher type of movie club, much like a book club, but like live, and where he has people in chatting about it. He's going to be doing Tourist Trap, and I'll definitely be for that one because I love Tourist Trap. So check that out. Oh no, they are definitely bad for their citizens. I just don't believe that was the intent of the director. But that's just me. That's my 2 cents. All right, and here we have Dead Zone. And this is an excellent film and a perfectly acceptable cover. Again, I go with the classic on this too. This is not a bad cover. I mean, this is not as blah as House of Wax. That's for sure. Dead Zone is an incredibly good film. It kind of cuts in. If you are a Stephen King reader, and I was, like when I was growing up, especially, then Dead Zone. Well, all of these books kind of go together, but Dead Zone and Cujo really kind of go together. So, if you're a fan of Cujo, then you know why Cujo and Dead Zone actually go together. Not till May, William. For me. Except, yes, that's what I got to say. It's, yeah. Also, by the way, if you've been watching Michael's videos, I don't have to pimp Michael's videos, but I will. Michael got some great stuff. There are many people out there that do amazing stuff, by the way. And if I neglect to pimp you out, feel free to please pimp yourself out because I really like that. All right. State Maine. Shout select. We know what feature we got on this one. There's not a commentary. Sarah Jessica Parker, William H. Macy, Clark Gregg, David Palmer, and Patty LePune. All right. Interesting. Not a buy right away. Dude, I pimp you all the time. I practically put you on the corner, Michael. All right. Next up is what is up next? What is up next? Anybody excited about this one? Or am I the only person that's kind of old school enough to remember this type of stuff? And this is from my dad. I actually tagged my dad on Facebook on this here. Chamber of Horrors. Now, one, when you see this cover right here, so far, by the way, hands down, best cover we've seen so far out of these. And this is probably because this is the original cover. How can you not want a movie that is? And to put this, the year's most startling entertainment innovation, a film with many scenes so terrifying, a built-in audiovisual warning system has been devised. The Fear Flasher, the Horror Horn. You gotta want that. How can? And look, the dude literally has a cleaver, has a freaking cleaver for a hand. His missing hand is right there. Hey there, Dagger. Happy birthday, man. So much like it is not actually not. I don't think it's William Castle, but it does use gimmicks in the castle vein. Though I'd have to look it up. So not just one, not one gimmick, but two gimmicks. You get a Fear Flasher, which is going to be fantastic for my epilepsy. I'm just going to tell that right now. And the Horror Horn, cleaver for a hand. See, that's it. Cleaver for a hand. That's got to say, and that's one of the cheaper ones too. So probably not going to be like a lot of features on here, but yeah, there's some really great ones. But still, it's a must. This is a gotta have. And let's get to the one. Let's get to the big one, the one that everybody's excited about. At least I think the one everybody's excited about. I was. Finally, we're getting a collector's edition release of the Monica Bellucci film. Oh, and there's other people in it too, but Monica Bellucci film, Brotherhood of the Wolf. This is a brilliantly beautiful film. I really love this movie, actually. And I'm so excited to see this get a decent release. And, the cover's not bad so far. So I'm okay with this. Again, original cover better, but still, it's acceptable. And it's freaking Brotherhood of the Wolf Collector's Edition. Okay, you got to see it, man. It's a cool film, man. But again, I do not need the poster. Like out of all of them, this would be the most. This would be the one that I want the poster of. But yeah, still, it doesn't. If it was original poster art, maybe, but. And maybe it's double-sided. I don't know. I don't think it is. So what they're saying right here and what we know so far, because they haven't told us if they're going to be an uncut edition of this as well, how they're going to do this. The battle against dark unspeakable terror is even more gripping with a daring extended... Okay, we do. The daring extended version of the film that showcases more of the breathtaking martial arts action over 4 hours of in-depth bonus features. I understand what you mean. Since I'm older than you, I was not young Aaron, but I was younger than I am now. And Monica Bellucci, I think, was good for a lot of people's development. Justin, excellent. Two discs confirmed. I'm guessing we'll probably have the theatrical cut as well as the extended version here. I love that they got the extended version here. Over 4 hours of special features may seem like a lot, but with a couple commentaries, that's not really. But I'm okay. I just want this movie. Like whatever, give me a commentary. That's what I want. Like all the other features, talking head, like documentary stuff. Cool beans. I'm good with that. Let me get my tea. I'll be right back. And then we'll talk about some other stuff as well. Because there's other announcements. For those that have not seen it yet, and I feel you have actually, I'm surprised. Usually when I put up a Patreon video, it takes a while for a few people to see it. But the latest video I did, which is a new series I've started actually, it's called The Crimson Cut. And what it is, it's me and my better half. So she's in all my Crimson Cut videos. And I did a 88 Films like live video here on the channel with all you guys. So what I did afterwards, because she didn't see the video, she was upstairs, and she hadn't seen what 88 Films had done for for years. So I brought her onto the 88 Films website and started showing her what they did. And I wanted to get kind of like a running commentary on thoughts, some of her thoughts as well. And that's the Crimson Cut, man. But so as always, we gotta dive off into different stories about her and like where she's from. Morocco, she has like a different perspective on things. She had a very different perspective on Jean-Claude Van Damme. So hopefully you guys saw that because she had like a big story about like how Jean-Claude Van Damme was perceived over in France, and how that was kind of like she had a different perspective on him than say we did here in North America, which was really, really good. So if you haven't checked that out yet, definitely check it out. If you're a Patreon member, if you're thinking of becoming one, there's a reason right there. And I want to do one with her. And I think this is going to be fun, actually, where we go into the Vinegar Syndrome website and I kind of show her for the first time some of the stuff I'd like to get for the sale and get her thoughts on this. I really wish I would have thought of this for the Valentine's Day sale because it would have been hilarious. But it's one of my favorite things that I'm doing right now. If you've checked it out, let me know what you thought. And there is a new one coming actually really soon. The first one ran 56 minutes long, and we really went into it. And she was blunt. Like, I like a lot of stuff, so that's kind of my thing. Hind, she's bluntly honest. If she doesn't like something, she'll say right away. If she well, that's not. I'll say, well, that's okay. She'll say, no, that's garbage. That's that is her style, and I like that. So let me get my tea. I'll be right back. I was going to do that a minute ago. Wait a second. Before I do that, so you're not just looking at a chair. This is a chair at 501. Look at the sexiness that is Brotherhood. Your dad went to the salon, Nani's. Little spot of the tea. That's a horrible accent. All right, I'm back. What I'm trying to do, when they say slip, collector's editions, does it always come to slip? Initially, they normally do, yes, come to slip. The collector's editions come with slip cases, unless it's been out for a while. Really, I'm surprised, AME. I recommend you check it out again because I thought it was a really good film, and also, man, Monica Bellucci. Like, sure, Mark Dacascos does good martial arts, but Monica Bellucci. There are some solid releases there. There's some pretty great stuff, and there's some other stuff that I wanted to talk about as well. I was speaking recently with Vincent D'Amato from Dark Side Releasing, and as some of you know, some of you that went out and watched my glass review, which I hope you did, just putting that out there. Then I recommend that I I got the first movie in the Brevito trilogy, Gallo trilogy series, sent to me from Vince, and basically it's the one called Reversed. So I will be watching and reviewing that one later on probably later on in the week, because it's a really, really busy week. Also, recently I haven't got a chance to check it out yet, but from my friends at Death Bomb Arc Records, I got sent a couple things to look at, some digital copies of two upcoming soundtracks that are going to be coming both digitally and to vinyl in May 14th and in August. And as soon as I can actually check them out, I will give you guys more information on them. Guaranteed 3 months for slips. Yep. And then after that, not so much. Monica was a recent James Bond. One of the most disappointing things that I found in a recent James Bond film was the touted that Monica Bellucci was she was going to be the oldest Bond girl, and literally she's only in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the film. I was so disappointed. Apparently, somebody went and they tried the Kino thing. They actually put $100 worth of Kino items into their cart, and it is actually free shipping after $100. Yes, I did speak to Vince. Vince said we've spoken a couple times actually. Thank you, Jason. That was a labor of love. I didn't know if anyone was going to watch it or not because it's not movie related. And often when I do something that's not movie related, some of you guys run in the other direction. But I did the WrestleMania review of both nights last night, and I was very excited to do that. But I got some nice responses on that. So thank you guys for the people that commented and liked it. Screw you for the one person that hit the dislike button on this video. Yeah, she's only at the beginning of the film. I appreciate it, man. I was both excited at the first night and disappointed in the second night. So I won't say any more, but just watch the video. If you haven't seen the video, guys, check out the video. I try to put something a little bit different into my takes on these videos, on these reviews, and hopefully that comes across. But I thought there was more Scream Factory stuff to talk about. I mean, I really did. So where do we go from here? Great, I'm going to start Buffy singing. Malcal, is that already shipping from Massacre Video? I didn't pre-order that one. So let's check that out though. Because there's a title that I have a lot of interest in. I did watch, you didn't know I was there, Michael, but I did watch the video that you did on the documentary film the Massacre Video was putting out. I just wasn't close to my keyboard much at the time. But yeah, I was there. So let's see what their newest product. Oh, they got a T-shirt for it. Oh, and see this is my better half's jam. It is kind of it's. You want to? Anybody want to describe this song? Nightmare on Elm Street, sort of. Oh yeah, Michael, I'm watching, man. That's creepy. Okay, it's a Nightmare on Elm Street. It's very Nightmare on Elm Street-ish, I guess, is what you were going to say. There we go, right here. So this is, what country is this from again? Is it Bollywood? Yeah, it's a Bollywood Nightmare on Elm Street. There you go, John. Thank you, John. That's what I was trying to get at. That's the word that I could not get out. But it is definitely a Bollywood Nightmare on Elm Street. Look at this here. How can you not want to see this? One of the two Indian Nightmare on Elm Street. My favorite of the two Indian Nightmare on Elm Street ripoffs, actually. Okay, you have a great evening, man. Look at this. Look at it. One, look at this amazing bad poster in the background. And the guy that looks like he's going to be doing some Michael Jackson moves. Well, yeah, what was this one? Well, there's a bad poster in the background, right? And look at their clothes. A very Nightmare on Elm Street like scene right here. There you go. Thank you, John. I'm very excited about this title right here. I'm surprised my better half hasn't actually ordered this one yet because I know this is her type. I think what's happening right now is she's not ordering anything until the Vinegar Syndrome sale, and that's on me because we just restarted saving for that. It's got limited edition slipcover, brand new 2K scan from the OCN 35 millimeter, uncompressed PCM audio, English subtitles, Bollywood crypt interview with Deepak Ramsey, extensive stills gallery and trailers for other Massacre video releases. Oh, because she loves these type of films. They're insane, like horror / Bollywood films, El Santo, Mexican wrestling horror films. That's her jam, man. Those guys are second on the bad. Were they really, or are we just making a joke? Because I wouldn't be surprised. If it's cheesy, she likes it. If it's like stressy, she's not a fan. All right, here we got the Mahakala. I'm totally pronounced it wrong. Combo. And what do we get? Limited edition slipcase edition of the film with a t-shirt. Love this shirt. How can you not love this shirt? Just look. Let's get a better look. Ooh, this is very much in the vein of my fade to black shirt. Kind of has that view. Kind of has that kind of feel to it. And they also had like. See, this is the type of stuff that I want to see announced. These are the movies that I'm excited about. They also announced a movie that I don't give jack about. So let's just. I may have to avail if Michael's still here. I'll ask him more. Like watch his video definitely on the film. But there's like a documentary or something coming out, and I think it's from Massacre. But honestly, well, I like the Massacre titles. I don't have a lot of Massacre stuff, Ragman, but the stuff I got, I like. I got like the David. Let's see, where's it at? This is the Massacre title that actually stands out to me. It's one that I love. Recommend it. And we're going to talk about another one here too, by the way. So this here is. Oh, it looks like Fiend. This is a Don Dohler film. TFW no G. What does TFW stand for? I get the no girlfriend part. From what I can tell, it's about the whole incel community, which I never got. I never understood. I don't understand the no girlfriend part. but you know. You do you, I guess, man. This is really cool. If you like Don Dohler stuff, if you picked up Night Beast and you thought, wow, this is really low budget, but it's kind of fun. Well, do you know what? This is even more low budget than Night Beast. I'm not joking. It really is. And if you thought the acting was cheesy and the storyline was super insane in Night Beast, hey there, George. Welcome, man. We talked about the Scream Factory stuff, and now we're looking at Massacre Video's release of Mahakal coming out, the Bollywood Nightmare on Elm Street. And this one right here was my first Massacre Video release. John, I recommend this one. If you like Don Dohler. Now, Don Dohler is a regional filmmaker. He makes a lot of horror and sci-fi type stuff, and he makes it for extremely low budgets. If you've seen like the Vinegar Syndrome edition of Night Beast, that is his highest budgeted film that he's ever made. I am not joking, man. That is his highest budgeted film that he's ever done. This is a cool release. This has some interesting features on it as well. It's a 2K scan from the original 60 millimeter AB rolls. But I can I be honest? Better than Milligan. To be bluntly honest with you, because some Milligan stuff works good with writing, with dialogue. Like, say for instance, you're watching like Flesh Pot on 42nd Street. You're probably gonna have a pretty good time with that. Not from the adult perspective of it, because honestly, not a lot of like really big adult stuff in Flesh Pot on 42nd Street that's of any mention. However, the dialogue on Flesh Pot on 42nd Street actually pretty good. The rats are coming, the werewolves are here. And that's not so much my jam, but I haven't seen it in years. Now I may, if I would have gotten the Milligan set, and I probably would have watched them with their fancy new like transfers and stuff like that, maybe it would have changed my mind. You never know. But Don Doler is more fun than Milligan. He's not as mean spirited, I guess, where we're gonna put it. And there's a way to go with that. But maybe I'm saying that because I'm bitter because I don't have the Milligan set. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm bitter. John. But Don Doler is fun. Overall, his movies are fun and cheesy, and they're literally a family affair. So basically, Don Doler's behind the camera. You may step in front of the camera. His kids will be in the movie. You'll see his wife in the film. You'll get like awkward nudity. So there's that as well. I didn't bloody hell. I didn't finish with features because there's there's an Easter egg in this one. Actually, it's a pretty big Easter egg too, I think. What's the one? I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure there's like a bonus film on this one. Anyone remember? I seem to remember finding a bonus film on this release. I love the inside art cover too. Inside cover as well. Doler and Waters, yeah. Oh. All right. So, this one's only on DVD. Get this one at your own risk. Because when I first met my better half, and I've told the story a couple times, so I'm going to give you the truncated version of it. Basically, she told me she was a horror fan, and I took it as meaning she liked, horror, like a lot of the newer stuff. What she meant was she liked a lot of the more like the Hammer and the Universal type stuff. Now, the first time I saw her, I didn't know that, so I got a High Tension and one called WrestleManiac, which I hadn't seen, and brought them down. And she pretended to like them. So I'm like, wow, she liked High Tension. That's pretty brutal. I used to get that thing like, I want to really impress her. So I'm going to start, like, she was probably way more hardcore in the horror than I am. So I'd be looking for like really out there horror films, something she hasn't seen, something I haven't seen, different type stuff. So we eventually got to the Phantom Killer quadrilogy. Yes, there's 4 of these. And it is, I think it's Czechoslovakian or Polish. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, it is it's a Jalowitz type film. So basically, to give you an idea of the film, the movie starts with a girl running. I think it starts with a girl running from the killer. And as she runs from the killer through the woods, like articles of clothing get ripped off. Okay. If you want to hear me talk about Phantom Killer, join me sometime in one of my Patreon videos where I can actually talk about Phantom Killer and not get demonetized for it. So that's about all I can tell you about Phantom Killer. It's an interesting film. We watched all 4 of them because we wanted to see who the Phantom Killer was going to be. Other releases, it looks like they've got Enter the Devil, It's Too Late for an Exorcism, a bundle pack. There is, Final Stab, really? I remember this movie. They're putting a final stab? Okay, I did not know this. I think it's David Cotto. Because it's got this like white mask. The killer has this type of white style mask. Yeah, there's like without the skull face, this is kind of similar to what the cover I had on it was. There it is. There's the mask right there. So does anybody remember this one? So it came out kind of like, I think it's kind of like a post-Scream era style film, but it's a slasher. It's a out-and-out slasher film. It's been a long time since I've seen this one. I did not know they were putting this out though. Final Stab's a cool film. Like, I enjoyed it. It's a sad name. So The Devil, which was actually recently sent to me, I still got to check that out, actually. Mr. No Legs, which is a fun little film. Avon Triple Feature, which I can't talk about on here. Mahakal. And let's look at their DVDs, because since we're here, never heard of which Final Stab. Final Stab, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like a 90s or 2000s era like slasher, George. It's pretty cool from what I remember, but I honestly don't remember like a lot of it. There's not a lot of this that I can actually show on my channel actually for this type of stuff. We're going to stay away from Massacre for right now. I would do a Massacre like website deep dive sometime, but that'll have to go on Patreon. I just can't. The idea of getting like dinged is like, that's all about, guys. Anybody here that's doing YouTube knows all about the infamous demonetization, that yellow thing coming on your video afterwards. Which was part of the reason I actually started a Patreon channel in the first place, so that I could do uncut type videos where we could actually talk about things that we can't talk about on here. I can show you things I can't show you on here. So I do apologize for that. Like, there's a few that I got to check out. I want to see if I can get the names of those, like ones from Death Bomb. So coming out, let's see. Both released digitally on May 14th, with vinyl coming in August. So soundtracks from Death Bomb. We got A Glitch in the Matrix. First time working with Tony Reparty, who scored most Olive Albert Peon's films. Extremely exciting announcements, actually. Too brutal for the channel, man. Love Bites. What is Love Bites? Which one's Love Bites again? Because when you say Love Bites, man, automatically, I'm an 80s kid. Michael, I go directly to Def Leppard. And Crazy Six is on there as well. So it is A Glitch in the Matrix and Crazy Six are the two new Death Bomb releases coming out. Includes lead vocals from Samantha Newark, a.k.a. the voice of Jem from the 1980s cartoon Jem and the Holograms. I will actually be doing a bit more when it comes to music and kind of soundtrack type stuff on my channel in the near future. So hopefully you guys like that, because I have some stuff coming. And I cannot wait to actually like share it with you guys and talk about it. Gay shot on video vampire comedy. I don't think I've seen that, actually. It's a lot of stuff I have not seen, which I should have seen. I'm trying to think if anything else came out today. Brotherhood of the Wolf is like, and of course, let's dive a little bit. Let's look at some of the stuff recently put out by Scream. I don't normally come on Scream Factory. Let's do that while we're talking. You guys, we can talk about anything. Kino confirmed Night of a Thousand Eyes. Yes, I know that. I'm actually excited about that. Kino, I kind of retweeted a video that I did on Kino, actually the recent live one I did. And Kino, actually, I was excited. Kino retweeted that. He liked it anyway, which was kind of cool. Just for me. Let's see what they chose just for me. Let's do Show Factory all region or region locked. Well, George, when you go to a Show Factory release, it normally tells you what it is. A lot of their stuff is region locked. So when you go down to the usually to the bottom right here, and where it says product information. And for instance, it's region A. But if there's one in particular that you're curious about, George, let me know, and I'll actually dive into it and see what region it is. But say, for instance, this here is King Kong, and the collector's edition from the 1970s one. So this one here is a 2-disc release, and it does look to be region locked. A lot of their stuff is region A, even their 4K stuff, which should not be region locked actually, was when it was region locked, which I'm guessing was a mistake in the encode. Did I see limited edition Giallo artwork of the birth? I like it. I'm not sure if I love it, but I like it. I want it because birth crystal plumage is, it's. I think everybody needs birth crystal plumage. Iceman's right there. A few of the older releases are region free, but most of the newer releases aren't. I have some of the older releases here myself, so those are ones still got. Now they've gone like the way of Xavier, putting a lot of their stuff into like steel books so that they can like kind of like. The way I see it with Scream Factory with some of their stuff is they're literally they're doing what Anchor Bay did in back then. Remember when Anchor Bay would put it like, wow, we are excited because, okay, maybe you're not old enough. I'm old enough. When Anchor Bay first came out and they were putting out all these VHS of these Hammer films and Evil Dead and Halloween and and you're like, oh my God, I've got a really good edition of Evil Dead. I got this great limited edition of Halloween. And then like 3 months later, like there was another edition of Evil Dead and another edition of Halloween coming out. And by the end of it, you got like 3 or 4 different VHS releases, at least 3 or 4 different DVD releases. Then they put it in a collector's edition tin. That released Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2 a bunch of times, Halloween a bunch of times. So some companies are doing this, but they're going the steelbook route of it. So they'll put out a release, and then they'll like a little while later, they'll be putting out, yeah, I know, man. I got so many versions of Halloween back in the day. But there is artwork on the inside, wasn't it? Because that's like a hard box. Did you know that Jessica Lange, although she's considered like a very like accomplished actress now, and is very well regarded and respected, when King Kong came out, they thought that Jessica Lange didn't have the chops to do it because she was a model, and therefore, model actress meant that actress was lesser for her. Anytime, George, man. So we still have the Friday 13th set there. Of course, a lot of us have this one. And here, for instance, here's a steelbook right here for a favorite film of mine, Slumber Party Massacre, which actually isn't overall not a bad steelbook. Initially, there was a figure that came with it, a Russ Thorne figure. Slumber Party Massacre, for those that don't know it, is one of my favorites. What I really want to see them put out is a Sorority Party Massacre, Sorority House Massacre Part 2, and Hard to Die. So those I really want. And this one here does have a new 4K. It does actually have a new 4K restoration on here. And I think there's an extra. No extra features, but a new. They're making me buy it. What? No, it was in my cart. Of course they're not. Didn't put it in my cart. I think that's the authentic artwork's on the inside, so that's always good. Arrow used to do like a window box thing, IB. Well, I'm sure you know that, but which used to be able to choose your artwork when they did that. But the window boxes were a bit expensive, so they ended up like not doing window boxes so that they could put more money into the restoration aspect of their releases. So I would like to see the new special edition window boxes every once in a while. All right, what else have we got here? I actually have. I'm just missing one of these Conan the Adventure ones. I need season 2, part 2, I think. Yeah, that's all I need for that one. Okay, enjoy your time there. Hopefully, you have a good work evening, better than mine. I think France is really, really put her on the map, but definitely Tootsie's. So here are some of the exclusive ones, basically with posters and stuff like that. If you're a fan, for instance, if you like Battle Beyond the Stars, Craig got that one really quickly. Then you're a fan of Sybil Danning, then I know how you feel, man. Every morning I get up and realize, crap. One of these days, John, one of these days, I will make a go of this, and my other job will hopefully be in the distance, because that's the goal here, guys, to eventually make this my thing. But I have to get to the point where I'm making enough money to supplement the income that I'm getting now. And that ain't happening right now. I actually do have a Caligula here, actually. So, Battle Beyond Stars, we got a Sybil Danning action figure. I don't even want to know what you're going to do with your Sybil Danning action figure. It's really cool. You're going to display it. That's what you're going to do. But it's cool. I love the fact that I did a Sybil Danning action figure. Though I'd have preferred a Sybil Danning action figure for, I don't know, playing with fire, but okay. Or maybe even the werewolf one for all you furries out there. You'll get like the Sybil Danning action figure from Howling 2. There's a Sybil Danning action figure I want. Again, a new 2K scan, 8-inch tall, like action figure of Sybil Danning, or what are we going to? There's another word for it, right? Like I use action figure, but collectible figure. You can buy the figure on its own for $39. And of course, this still available. It's got to be sold out, right? It's not sold out. Okay, so this is the deluxe offer for They Live. And here we have the 4K edition of They Live. We have the action figure there. We have the vinyl for They Live. And we have a poster as well. So if you're a huge fan of They Live, which actually I was, for a pittance, for $94.99, you can get yourself Gotham Zero Shame. I own Captain America. That's a good one, Alan. Never rag on Captain America. You get a Keith David action figure, limited to 4,000 units. Matinee is a really good release, actually. In all seriousness. 2-disc UHD Blu-ray set with slipcover, a limited edition 18x24 rolled poster with original theatrical artwork, a 7-inch on exclusive bubblegum pink vinyl via Sacred Bones featuring music from They Live, composed by John Carpenter, released by John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, Daniel Davis. The A-side includes the 2017 version of the main title, and the B-side contains a never-before-released recording of Wake Up, recorded by the trio in 2019. Their bubblegum pink vinyl variant is limited to 2,500 copies and is housed in a lavish slipcase with new art by frequent Carpenter collaborator Chris. Is that a print? You know the best place to find that, Iceman? If you're a fan of the 90s, like version of like Captain America, and who isn't? Come on, it's cheesy fun. Maybe not up to the Red Brown standards, but still, it's good. Because in it, you get to see Captain America do the heroic thing of, at various points in the film, pretending he's sick so he can steal people's vehicles. So, not lying. That's the thing in Captain America 90s version. And for some reason, the Red Skull becomes this freak-looking Italian dude. Even though they have a really good Red Skull makeup at the beginning of the film. But Shoppers Drug Mart, actually, if you're in Canada, Shoppers Drug Mart and different drugstores were selling the Blu-ray of Captain America: The Shout Factory one for like $6.99. So I already had it because I got it when it first came out. Silly me, but I actually should have picked up an extra copy of it. I think my dad picked one up a while back at Shoppers. Every once in a while, you'll find like a good like Shout Factory or Scream Factory release at Shoppers Drug Mart for like ultra cheap. So if you're in Canada, make sure you're checking that out. They got a special Prince of Darkness collector's edition with the post. You can buy the poster. Well, this is actually cheaper. And again, I'm a huge fan of Prince of Darkness. I saw this one with my dad. And we have here the poster, the Blu-ray 4K edition, and a vinyl limited edition. And this one here is only $58.99. List price $58.99. Now, $58. Prince of Darkness is extremely underrated, man. I definitely agree. I saw that in theater night watch, and I walked home through a graveyard that night. So we get a Prince of Darkness Collector's Edition 2-disc UHD Blu-ray set with slipcover, limited edition 18x24 rolled poster of the original theatrical artwork, a 7-inch on exclusive white and red splatter vinyl via Sacred Bones featuring music from Prince of Darkness composed by John Carpenter and recorded by John Cody Carpenter and Daniel Davis. A-side with the 2017 version of the main title, and the B-side contains a never-before-released recording of Love at a Distance, recorded by the trio in 2020. Well, there's two, Alan. You got to understand. There's a Captain America double feature by Red Brown, which was on TV when I was a kid, and there was a Blu-ray from that they put out as well. So let us see if the Blu-ray is actually still in print. I don't think it is, actually. I'm actually 99.9% sure it's not. And it's not. The only Captain America that you can buy from them right now is the DVD. So this one here, as you can see, the Captain America with Matt Salinger is no longer in print. So this one here, though, you can still find, if you're lucky, at your local Shoppers Drug Mart. And if I go to my Shoppers and this is there, I'm picking this up. And I'll be honest, if there's more than one copy there, I will pick it up, and eBay bound it is. That's where it's going to make up some. See if I can make up some money for the upcoming sale. But there are some. I love the fact that they're putting in some some vinyls here as well. There's the John Carpenter anthology movie themes from 1974 to 1998 with the exclusive slip mat edition of this one. Only $40 actually. That's not a bad price. So they got a lot. Like they've done a lot of the John Carpenter stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff has gone out of print recently, and that's going to happen. Don't you? Didn't like it. George, isn't there like a Studio Canal, like 4K edition of Assault on Precinct 13 in the UK? Because you got a better edition than we got here in North America. Because I know I got the initial, like the Blu-ray edition, the older Blu-ray edition of that film. Well, DVD-R is not a legitimate edition, dude. Since I don't think MGM ever put out as a DVD-R. So, George, you should be able to find, hopefully still, because I'm pretty sure. Let's just check out, because see if I can help you out here, George. What the hell? You're going for Blu-ray and region B. I think it was Studio Canal that put it out. Let's go Studio Canal. That was really nice looking. No, this is a... Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn, though, George, that you guys had a better edition. Which has me going down. Don't freaking go on. Fuck off the caps lock. There we go. New company working on Assault. I forget. So there is the UK edition of the Assault on Precinct 13. Looks like you got a black case for it. Eventually, I want the Weird Wisconsin set. I can't get it right now. If I manage to grab, thank you, IB. If I do manage to make it to the point where I get the halfway subscription, it's going to change a lot of things for my channel and what I can look at and what I can collect. From Second Sight, thank you, man. Well, Second Sight's going to be a great edition anyway. You got student shorts here. Do you remember Laura Zimmer documentary, live interviews? So look for the Second Sight edition. It's probably the best edition of it, to be bluntly honest with you, man, because I don't think we got much in our edition. So, George, the Assault on Precinct 13 is within your grasp. I always try to bring people and their collections together. Which is good in some ways and bad in other ways, because, then you end up like, what is this? William Shatner. Oh, yeah, this is cool. It's a William Shatner record, guys. How can you not love that? From pop culture icon William Shatner comes Has Been, an album unlike anything you've ever heard before. Has Been is the result of the collision of two great creative forces. A surprisingly pop-driven, lyrically potent collection of songs to enlighten and entertain. Included in the set of originals is William Shatner's version of the pulp hit Common People. WWE Hall of Fame. Yeah, he is actually now. He's 90 now, by the way, guys. I remember he's losing Sky with Diamonds. William Shatner is 90. If I didn't feel old when I reached my birthday, realizing that William Shatner is 90 years old makes me feel old. It does. It actually does. But man, does he look good for 90. That guy does not look like 9 years old. I don't know how many virgins he had to sacrifice, but dude's looking pretty good. Most wish Event Horizon, which I actually dig, but my better half calls bro whore. And I can't get that out of my head every time I see Event Horizon now, because apparently when she was in like university, Event Horizon was like the sci-fi film that all the bros that she knew would talk about. 13 Ghosts. If you didn't get this one, I definitely recommend this one. By the way, Daniel was here earlier, Cobwebs, and I wanted to say that we should be, fingers crossed. Hey there, Mike. Taping an episode of Cobwebs for the future. And I can't tell you what the topic is going to be yet, but it's pretty swashbucklery. And we're going to have some fun with it. Neither than my better half. So you're okay, Kubrick. You and her on the same page on that one. Tales from the Dark Side is definitely a must-have, Jason. Not only is it a perfect anthology film, every story is good, in my opinion, but it has great special features, amazing special features. For those that don't know and have yet to pick it up, I do strongly recommend, and George knows I'm excited about this, getting over to, is it available still? Is it gone already? To 88 Films. And getting yourself this. Thankfully, thanks to my good friend George, I have this one coming when it comes out. And I'm actually going to keep an eye on the 88 film stuff. So if there's anything that's really good there, George, I may send you money sometimes to pick me up something. But this Urban Legend box set looks gorgeous. Of course, there was before a I Know What You Did Last Summer box set, which was the bee's knees. I got to say right now, it was sexy as all hell. I really want that I Know What You Did Last Summer box set, but it is gone. Gone. It's been gone so long, says Chilliwack. There's my Canadian side coming out. And I recommend getting this set before this one too is gone, because this is a limited edition. It is a sexy looking beast of a set. And we spoke here, of course, with Jamie on the channel, who actually, it's definitely a special version. This is the only one that has all three on Blu-ray. It's got a hard box, Kubrick, all three films. It's got the Urban Legacy documentary, the 147-minute documentary. There are features on here. There is 6 art cards as well. There is a 44-page booklet, and there is a double-sided poster as well. So that'll be interesting to check out. Well, Chilliwack, man. Do you know what Chilliwack is? Because you maybe not, but as a Canadian that listens to a lot of music, and a lot of Canadiana music, then yeah, I know Chilliwack is always my was my jam when I was growing up. So here's the artwork for this. Look how sexy this is. Do you know how much I like this movie? I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm going to show you how much I like this movie, because when it came time for me to get a good winter coat, for myself. Hold on. You got the Blu-ray. Did you get the Scream Factory Blu-ray? If you got the Scream Factory Blu-ray, you're pretty good, because it's going to have the same features. Mike, you're awesome, man. But because there's the documentary on the Scream Factory and is also on the 88 Films edition, Kubrick. And I'll be honest with you, the documentary is really, really worth it. You got, of course, it is done. The interviewer was Peter Brack for the films, of course, who did the Crystal Lake Memories. So him and I would love to get him on the channel. Actually, him and Jamie are extremely, extremely close, and he was able to do it for Jamie. But anyway, you're going to see how big of a fan I was of Urban Legend. It's going to be kind of geeky, but if you don't know I'm geeky now, if you don't get that I'm geeky by this point, so if my love of the film does not get across from this massively hooded Michael Kors coat that I bought, I don't think so. This is Coors. It's pricey when I got it. There you go, Michael Kors. I don't know. Most like big designers don't do a lot of like actual real fur nowadays. Ragman, they mostly would go with faux furs. It's kind of in vogue. My better half is more like a clothes person when it comes to like designers and stuff like that. So me, this was a big thing for me. But there you go. See, some people doubted my fandom for Urban Legend, but my fandom for that film is legendary. Like that coat, big winter coat that it is, that's coming to Morocco with me, guys. Because at the time that I bought that coat, it was a good it was a good pay period actually. Um, at a different time and another when the world was different, and I was going through like I need a winter coat. Hey there, Richard, welcome, man. And I was like, I want an Urban Legend coat. I want an Urban Legend style coat. I want something that has that feel to it. And I found it. And the first time I had a really cool night, I was walking to the store, and like it goes down so far you can barely see, right? So like it's winter. It's it's in Canada. I'm walking to work, and the snow. Oh God, Ragman. I don't remember. It was pricey, but I got it at a good deal. Michael Kors normally, they're not the. I actually worked for Michael Kors at one point. I worked for a few places. Michael Kors was one of them, but I wasn't working for them at that point. Unfortunately, there was no deals. There's no deals for working for the company because I wasn't at that point. It wasn't too pricey. I mean, it was pricey like for what I would think of pricey as a coat because I'm not a person that goes in to spend money on like a lot of this stuff. I'm sure for my better half, it didn't seem pricey at all because she's more along the lines. She has her designer stuff that she likes. I feel like I get cat hairs all the time. There's no cat hair, but I just feel it's like a phantom hair. But anyway, that's a fun little sidetrack right there. And for those that stayed here through the 72-minute point, you got to see me wearing my Urban Legend coat, which is rarely ever worn on here. Other two coats that I got that are kind of like geeky, I have two. If you're a Doctor Who fan, I have two Doctor Who coats. I have the Doctor Who coat from Tennant, from David Tennant's era as Doctor Who, and I have the Doctor Who coat from Peter Capaldi's era of Doctor Who. So if you're a Doctor Who fan, you're going to know what the coats those are. Night Watch, you have a great evening, man. I'm going to be headed out soon anyway, too, because I have to sleep because, unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow. I got a couple leather jackets. One of them, well, I got some faux leather jackets as opposed to actual leather jackets. I used to have this really nice leather jacket. It was, my mom actually got it for me back in the day. It was a motorcycle jacket, and it was like this extremely heavy jacket. But I gave it to my kids when 1 year, something for them to have. Like they wanted a kind of a cool leather jacket. My oldest, she wanted to have like a leather jacket, so I got her, gave her mine. And mine was like a Honda. It was like a big, heavy like motorcycle jacket. So basically, if you're on a cycle and you fell off, this could take the damage. So that was my jacket. And I had it for years, and still. Like really in good condition, actually. A good leather jacket can last a long time. And that one lasted me from when I was in college when I got it. And I was doing journalism at the time, so it was my first time in college. College that I've done in journalism, visual arts, business. Thank you, George, man. I'm extremely excited about it, actually. Let me know what you think of yours, by the way. I'm not sure if you've seen the movies. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen the movies before, but I don't know if I've seen the third one or if I've actually watched the third one all the way through. So that one's going to be interesting to check out. But it looks like we're losing some people here now. So I guess it's that time, as they would say in Wayne and Schuster. More Canadian references for you guys. Look them up. I can see it by the clock on the wall. But I am Aaron. I don't know my favorite Bergman films. I actually got to go through them. Don't worry. Like, I actually enjoy my geekiness. That's one of the cool things about like embracing your geeky self. I am Aaron. This has been the Call to Cinema. I hope you guys have enjoyed another live video. As always, if you ever want to, please feel free to use the donation link down below and find out all kinds of cool stuff on the Patreon. We got a lot of stuff that we're doing. If you're a part of the Patreon, you're going to get a lot of cool videos, especially now with my better half involved. And we do special secret videos on Patreon that are secret live videos that my better half actually, she's talking into the chat in a lot of those videos. So I will see you soon. And my name is Aaron. This has been the Call to Cinema. Enjoy your evening. Have a great evening. Hopefully this work week goes well for you and you're enjoying the light show on my face. I'm not going to tell them. They're going to have to wait, George, until I unbox it. There we go. I'm going to be, I didn't know I could do that. Because I want to leave something as a surprise. I'll see you soon. Next time here in the Cult of Cinema.